Welcome back to Spaccrift. Today we're diving into a seismic shift, the expansion of the BRICS bloc. Once just Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, BRICS is now set to welcome 10 new nations, each with its own ambitions and strategic weight. This isn't just a headline, it's a global power realignment that could reshape the world order. Let's break down who these countries are, why they want in, and what it means for all of us. The story is unfolding right now. Let's get into it. First up, Saudi Arabia, a longtime pillar of the Western-led order and the world's oil kingpin. Their move to join BRICS is a strategic pivot, signaling a desire to diversify alliances and future-proof their economy beyond oil. By aligning with China and India, Saudi Arabia is betting on a multipolar future, not just Western dominance. For BRICS, Saudi membership means unprecedented influence over global energy markets. If oil starts trading in non-dollar currencies, the global financial system could be rocked. This is about more than economics. It's Saudi Arabia asserting new autonomy and leverage. For BRICS, it's a game-changer energy power, political clout, and a direct challenge to the petrodollar. The world's largest oil exporter joining forces with the world's largest energy consumers, that's a new era. Saudi Arabia's move could redefine global finance and power. The stakes couldn't be higher. Now to Argentina, a nation rich in resources but plagued by economic instability. For Argentina, BRICS offers an escape from Western financial institutions and a shot at economic revival. Membership could mean new investment, less austerity, and a break from IMF dependency. For BRICS, Argentina adds a powerful South American voice, making the bloc truly global. But internal politics complicate things. A new president has put their application on hold. Argentina's struggle mirrors the global debate west or emerging powers. Iran has endured decades of sanctions and isolation. For Iran, BRICS is a lifeline, access to new markets, trade in local currencies, and a way to bypass Western pressure. For BRICS, inviting Iran is a bold statement. They won't follow Washington's rules. With Iran, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE, BRICS would control a massive share of global energy. This energy club could reshape markets and challenge the G7's dominance. It's a defiant move, signaling a new world order. Egypt sits at the crossroads of Africa, the Middle East, and global trade, thanks to the Suez Canal. Facing economic headwinds, Egypt sees BRICS as a path to investment and stability, free from Western loan conditions. For BRICS, Egypt's control of the Suez is a strategic jackpot, leverage over global supply chains. Egypt anchors BRICS in North Africa and the Arab world, boosting its claim as a voice for the global South. Its inclusion adds historical weight and legitimacy to the bloc. BRICS is no longer just an economic club, it's a political force. Egypt's membership is a signal. This alliance is here to stay. Turkey, NATO's second-largest military straddling Europe and Asia, now eyes BRICS. This is a dramatic shift for a country long anchored in the Western alliance. Under Erdogan, Turkey's foreign policy is increasingly independent, balancing East and West. BRICS membership would let Turkey hedge its bets, boosting its leverage and autonomy. If Turkey joins, it would be the first NATO member in a bloc seen as a Western rival. This would shake NATO's foundations and signal shifting global alliances. For BRICS, it's a symbolic victory, proof that old alliances are no longer set in stone. The geopolitical map would never look the same. Indonesia, the world's fourth most populous country and Southeast Asia's economic giant, is ready to step up. Traditionally non-aligned, Indonesia now seeks a bigger role on the world stage. BRICS offers access to huge markets, investment, and a platform for its resources and ambitions. For BRICS, Indonesia means a major Indo-Pacific presence and a young, dynamic population. It also brings ASEAN influence, expanding the bloc's reach in Asia. Indonesia's move is about multi-alignment, not choosing sides. For both, it's a leap toward global leadership. Nigeria, Africa's most populous nation and largest economy, is a powerhouse in waiting. BRICS membership could unlock capital for infrastructure and diversify Nigeria's economy beyond oil. For BRICS, Nigeria adds West African clout, making the bloc a true voice for the global South. With South Africa and Egypt, BRICS would span the continent, north, south, and west. Nigeria's youthful, vibrant economy would shift the group's center of gravity. The message, Africa's future, is central to global power. Nigeria is indispensable to a multipolar world. The UAE has transformed into a global financial and logistics hub. Joining BRICS is a strategic move to connect East and West, and to stay ahead as economic power shifts eastward. For BRICS, the UAE brings financial sophistication, world-class infrastructure, and a platform for de-dollarization. Its ports and airports are vital assets for global trade. With the UAE, Saudi Arabia, and Iran, BRICS would dominate the Persian Gulf. This concentration of energy and finance would be a game-changer. The Middle East becomes a central hub for the new global order. Mexico, America's neighbor and economic partner, is now eyeing BRICS. This signals a desire for strategic autonomy and global reach, not just dependence on the US. For BRICS, Mexico is a North American foothold, right on Washington's doorstep. It would bring a major manufacturing economy and G20 clout to the bloc. Mexico must balance this ambition with its US ties, but the interest alone is telling. Even Western-aligned nations are drawn to a multipolar future. For both, it's a bold step into a new era. Thailand, a diplomatic master in Southeast Asia, is now bidding for BRICS. Its goal: boost growth, diversify risks, and lead among developing nations. Thailand sees BRICS as pro-global South, not anti-West. For BRICS, Thailand strengthens its Southeast Asian presence and adds another dynamic economy. It's a bridge to the wider Indo-Pacific, and a sign of the bloc's growing appeal. BRICS is now attracting mid-sized powers seeking autonomy and opportunity. Thailand's move shows the multipolar order is here and everyone wants a seat at the table. 10 nations, each with unique motives, are lining up to join an evolving BRICS. Together, they represent a massive share of the world's population, resources, and economic power. This is more than a trend, it's a real shift toward a multipolar world. The expanded bloc could control global trade, finance, and critical resources. We're witnessing the construction of a parallel global order, challenging decades of Western dominance. The ripple effects will touch everything from currencies to alliances. The world is changing fast, and the final shape is still unwritten. Stay tuned as history unfolds.